What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on John Gibson's NHL debut and what it means for the Ducks and for the much about USA hockey going forward. Obviously, he's a goalie of the future for both entities. I like using that word. And last night, shout out the Vancouver Canucks in his NHL debut. Now, let's take that with a grain of salt. Anaheim had a smothering defensive effort and just kept his shots against to a minimum. I think he stopped 18 shots, and one of them was a Hail Mary shot with like a second left in regulation. Anaheim played great in front of him, and they made his life a lot easier. Which for a 20-year-old goalie, you'll take. It'd be one thing if he was facing 40 shots and had to make some really acrobatic saves, but his defense stepped up in front of him, and he stopped the shots he saw, which is a good thing. And he got the shutout next to his name, and I think it was Nick Bonino picked the puck up at the end of the game for him, for his NHL debut, first career shutout, and it's definitely a confidence booster going forward for the young man from the Pittsburgh area. Now, what's it mean for USA hockey? He is probably going to be the number one goalie if they go to South Korea in 4 years. Quick will still have something left in the tank, obviously, but this kid is phenomenal. He's the number 2 overall prospect in the game of hockey, not just goalies, overall. And Anaheim got a real diamond in the rough with this young man in the second round. If you saw him play for Team USA at the WJC last year, you saw just how special his talent is and how lucky Anaheim is to have him in their organization because, again, Hiller's a free agent at the end of the year. It's possible at 21 years old he'll be a starting goalie for a legitimate Stanley Cup contender next October. And that's saying something. And, fans in Anaheim are clamoring for him to start last year. And it's like, no, you guys don't understand. He needs 2 years of junior hockey with the Kitchener Rangers, which you got, and some minor league seasoning before he can even sniff the NHL level. Anaheim was patient with his development. Obviously at 20 he's in the show, but they didn't try to rush him and say, oh well, he's really really talented. Let's get him in the show ASAP. No, there's an ironing out process to go there. I think this was good in the long and short term for Anaheim. He's been playing well in the AHL, so he's deserved a look, and he got that look. And likewise, Anaheim had kind of gotten away from what made them successful for the most part of the season, which was smothering defense and puck control. And having a 20-year-old goalie back there in the back of their head, they were going, okay, we have to do this and this and this, and they did it. As a team, they played phenomenal defense, and they will be a legitimate contender in the playoffs. Obviously, this is still Jonas Hiller's team, but John Gibson is a big part of the future, and you can see why. Anyway, that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ on John Gibson's NHL debut. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season, playoffs, and beyond. Later, guys.